Welcome to this usability data study. The following is a quick tutorial on the concepts behind the study and how to use the tool being studied. Wizard of Oz testing is a way to evaluate the usability of an interface. The general workflow involves the user experience designer creating a prototype of the user interface. A usability test is then conducted on the prototype, which involves test participants attempting to complete specific tasks within the system. While the user is interacting with the prototype, usability data is collected, either automatically or by a test conductor. The usability expert finally reviews this data in order to identify usability issues. The tool you'll be using in this study is designed to present some usability data and visualizations of it to the usability designer. The purpose of this study is to determine how useful each of the data representations and visualizations are in detecting usability flaws. In each of the two phases of the study, you'll be using a previously acquired set of data from users interacting with different prototypes in each phase. You will be given 15 minutes to use any of the available features to find usability flaws in the prototype under test. Some features will be disabled to help narrow down the effect of each feature. During each phase, you can type any usability flaws you discover in the top area. If at any point you need help using the tool, click the Help button. Time will automatically be paused while reading help. If you finish early, you can click the Finished button. This will show a dialog, which allows you to make any final changes to the flaws you found. If time finishes, you will also be shown the same dialog. Once you've made your final changes, you will be redirected to the next phase. Now I'm going to give you a quick tour of each of the available features. The first feature is the individual test results. Clicking on this will show you a list of the users who participated in the usability study. Clicking on each user will show you a list of the pages they visited in the sequence they were visited. Clicking on each of these pages will show you a page of the prototype, as well as mouse trails, which show the user's mouse movement across the page. Thin lines represent fast mouse movements, thick lines represent slower mouse movement, and dots represent clicks. This blue cursor will also show you a live representation of the user's mouse movements. You can click on the Playback Entire Sequence button to view the user's entire experience with the prototype. You're also given information about the comments the user entered, the amount of time they spent on the page, as well as the button that redirected them to the next page in the prototype. The next feature is Aggregate Reports. Aggregate Reports provides you a view of each of the pages of the prototype, along with aggregate mouse trails from all users. Each color indicates one of the users who visited this page. Again, thick lines represent slow mouse movement, thin lines represent fast movement, and dots represent clicks. Intuitively, a cluster of lines or clicks will indicate there is something wrong with that portion of the prototype. You will also be presented with statistics for each page, including the number of users who visited the page and the number of clicks that were made on a page, as well as aggregate comments for that particular page. You'll also notice something called the hit count, which is the number of times a page was visited. The next set of features are the charts. The charts help provide a visual representation of the statistics. In this case, you can see the hit statistics for each page, including the average number of times that page was visited, or the total number of times the page was visited. The click statistics provide similar statistics, such as the average number of clicks per hit, or the average number of clicks per user for each page. There are also charts for time statistics for each page, and finally the emoticon stats. The emoticon stats basically show the number of times a particular emoticon was used on a page by a user when entering comments. The next set of features are the analysis features. This includes the expected path search. Expected path search allows you to specify a path through the system that you expect the user to go through. You can do that by selecting pages and clicking the Add button. You'll see the list of pages that you specified, and you can have the search look for any pages that are exactly that same path, or are not that same path, or do not contain that path. So in this way, you can find any users who seem to have been lost in the flow through the system. So matches will be highlighted in blue in the individual test results section. As you can see, these are each of the users actually went through that path that I specified. The last feature is the comment search feature. This is a simple feature which lets you search through all of the comments made by users. Again, matches are highlighted in blue in the individual results section, and the actual comment is also highlighted.